Turning now to your community focus. As we've been talking about, a lot of us will be traveling over the coming week or the next month, heading home for the holidays. So today at 4, we're joined live by Daniel Velez with the TSA, who's going to talk to us all about traveling. Daniel, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. Not a problem.
Daniel, today marks the deadline for TSA employees to be vaccinated against COVID. You posted online earlier today, 93% of TSA employees are in compliance with the vaccine or an exemption requirement. Do you have any concern with that 93% about staffing issues through the holiday rush?
No, the vaccine mandate is not going to impact our ability to staff Thanksgiving Day travel whatsoever. As a matter of fact, we're expecting travel to be quite heavy on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. We did see traffic, a lot of traffic on Friday. It was the busiest day since the pandemic. At 2,242,000 people were screened, and we still had 91% of the folks get through security in 15 minutes or less.
That is certainly good news. As we've been talking about, a lot of us are going to be traveling in the coming days and weeks and months. For maybe those who haven't traveled since the start of the pandemic, what are some things for folks to remember when they get ready to head to the airport?
Yeah, definitely. One of the most important things is you have to have a mask. So make sure that you bring your mask with you. Arrive early, generally 2 hours prior to your departure time, but follow your airport's guidance. Having your ID out, that's a big thing, because when you come to the first transportation security officer, the first thing they're going to ask you for is your ID. They're using that in most instances instead of a boarding pass to identify that you're a traveler for that day. When you get to the divesting area, if you have any loose items like keys, change, jewelry, any of that type of stuff, put that in your carry-on bag. Don't put it in the bin. It takes a lot of time for people to put those items in a bin and then take them back out once they go through the X-ray area. So it's best to just put that stuff in your backpack, your purse, or whatever type of carry-on you have. Downloading the My TSA app is always a good thing to have. It has a link to What Can I Bring, which is a very popular link, and it has live assistance to Ask TSA. And then, of course, sign up for TSA PreCheck. You're not going to get it for the Thanksgiving Day rush, but for the Christmas rush, which is right around the corner, you'll be good to go.
I am curious, even if it's not COVID related, what would be some of the top 2 mistakes people make when they arrive to that security checkpoint at the airport?
Well, a lot of times when we find items that aren't supposed to be in a person's carry-on bag, a lot of times they say, I forgot that it was in there. So one of the biggest things that you can do when you're getting ready to pack is start with an empty bag, because sometimes people leave things in their bags from previous trips and they get to the airport and then they realize it shouldn't have been in there. And then, of course, water is always a big thing. People are drinking water right up until the time they go through screening. And sometimes in line, people just seem to put their water bottles right in their carry-on bag, and that slows the line down as well.
I've definitely done that
guilty.
before. Guilty. So what about volume? I know you mentioned a little bit briefly earlier about how busy, Friday was, what you're expecting the rest of this week. Can you tell us a little bit about, this holiday season versus what you've seen over the past year and a half? I mean, are things getting back to normal or not quite yet?
Well, we're getting closer. Right now, nationally, we're about 80 to 85%, depends on the day, of 2019 volume. So far this year at TF Green, the busiest days for TSA screening has been anywhere from 5,500 to 5,000 people that we were screening at TF Green this year. On Friday and Saturday, it didn't reach the 5,000 level, but we expect on Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Sunday after Thanksgiving, we expect those numbers to be about 5,000 or higher, kind of what we've seen in August and in October at TF Green. And then last year, we screened anywhere from 1,700 to 2,100 people during the Thanksgiving Day rush. So it's definitely going to double compared to what it was last year.
And Daniel, just about 20 seconds left before we let you go. I know I've done stories on this in the past. If people are traveling with Thanksgiving food, pies, cranberry sauce, anything they should remember about that stuff?
Yeah, the biggest thing to remember is if it's 3.5 ounces or more liquid, put it in your checked bag. Don't put it in your carry-on bag. But as far as pies, cakes, those types of things, as long as they're not liquid, they can be in your carry-on bag.
Delicious. All right,
So we can
Daniel,
all smell that on the plane, right?
Exactly. Share that pecan pie. Daniel Velez from the TSA, thanks so much for taking time out of your very busy day.
Thank you.